Good day, everyone. I am Sandra Leonardam, and today we will be discussing all about family health nursing. By definition, it involves a set of action by which the nurse measures the status of the family as a client, its ability to maintain wellness, prevent, control, or solve problems in order to achieve health and wellness among its members. So, what is family data analysis? So it is done by comparing findings with accepted standards for individual family members and for the family unit. So the nurse correlates findings in the different data categories and checks for significant gaps in information or the need for details related to a finding. So now let's move on to the system of organizing family data, which is under the data analysis. Family structures and characteristics are reflected in. The first is the data on household membership. So it pertains to the data on individual person if he is the father, the eldest, the stepmom, and the likes. So the second is the demographic characteristics, which refers to the age, the race, the gender, the ethnicity, the religion, the income, education, home ownership, sexual orientation, marital status, family size, health, and disability status. And the third is the family members living outside the household. For example, nag-abroad or they are working outside the family household and they are living outside the family household or they formed a new family. The fourth is the family mobility. From the word itself, mobility, this refers to the action done by the family. For example, in meeting their family's needs physically, the whole family finds a part-time job to contribute to their daily groceries. Then the fifth is the family dynamics, which refers to the patterns of interactions among relatives, their roles and relationships, and the various factors that shape their interaction. And the sixth is the data on family structure. This refers to the family arrangement, as mentioned, such as the nuclear family, which is deemed as the ideal family, where the two parents are present and they have a child or more. So, moving on to the socioeconomic, which tackles how economic standing affects the family and their social relationships. These characteristics include the first is the data on social integration. So data on social integration, they can be referred to as social networks too. In its application, if the family has lots of capit with multiple people, it has a dramatic effect to them, either positive or negative. The second is the educational experiences and literacy, for example, college graduate or undergraduate. The third is the work history rather. It previously, if a member or someone in the family is previously worked in a famous company, or either he or she is unemployed or has bad records from previous work. And the fourth is the financial resources and leisure time interest. The fifth is the cultural influences. The sixth is the spirituality or religious affiliation. Then moving on to the family environment. So family environment pertains to physical environment inside the family's home or residence and its neighborhood. Moving on to the family health and health behavior. So these types of activities affect the family health and health behavior. The first is the family's activity of daily living. So, for example, what they are doing in on a day-to-day basis. For example, they are cleaning always, or they are exercising for the betterment of their physical health. And then the second is the self-care. So what are they doing? What are they doing to care for themselves? So are they eating a well-balanced diet? Are they exercising? And then the risk behaviors. For example, they are eating unhealthy foods or have a lifestyle have a sedentary lifestyle, alongside with eating unhealthy foods, then or um, they have practice which are detrimental to their health. Then the health history. If someone in the family has a health history of diabetes or whatsoever diseases that they have acquired before you go to the community, or you are engaged in the family health nursing. Then comes the current health status, if he is healthy or not at the time being. And lastly is the healthcare resources that are available. So those things that were mentioned are to be used in having a family data analysis. They can be used as a basis, or the findings may be anchored to those factors that I have mentioned beforehand.